everybody, today I am going to be doing a fiery smoky eye look, and I'm going to start off by doing my eyes today. Instead of eye primer, I like to use concealer, so I'm going to take my Maybelline Fit Me concealer and my Real Techniques sponge and blend that into my eyelids. I'm going to set that down with the first shade in the Makeup Revolution Mattes palette. It's a creamy vanilla shade, and I'm just going to take my finger and go over the concealer we just laid down. Now I am doing things a little backwards than I normally do today because I am going to be working with darker colors, and I don't want to ruin my foundation if I have any fallout. I'm just going to go ahead and do my eyes first. Okay, picking up the Morphe 9C Jules palette, I am going to take my Smudge Stash blender brush and pick up the shade Rock Out, which is a red shade. And I'm going to start blending that into my crease. Picking up more of that Rock Out shade, I am going to deepen up the color we just put down. Now picking up the orange shade Stone Fox, I'm going to pat that into my eyelids. Going back in with Rock Out, I am going to deepen up the crease a little bit more. Now picking up the shade Fool's Gold on my finger, it's a very pretty shimmery gold shade. I am going to focus that mainly on the very center of the lid and pat it out a little bit. Picking up my Smudge Stash brush again, I'm picking up the shade Orange Fox, the pretty orange, and I'm going to pat that on the inner and outer corners of my eye to blend in the Fool's Gold shade we just put down. And picking up a little bit more of Rock Out, we are going to bring that red back into the crease. Putting down the eyeshadow for a little bit, I'm going to pick up my Up and Up foundation brush and the Becca First Light primer, and I'm going to blend that into my face and prepare for foundation. Taking the Maybelline Fit Me foundation in the shade 110 Porcelain, I am going to pour a little bit of that on the back of my hand, and then take my Real Techniques sponge, pick it up, and dot it on my face. Picking up the Maybelline Fit Me concealer once again, I'm going to put 2 dots under my eyes and then blend that out. And I've been doing this a little bit more lately. I'm just not feeling the super highlighted heavy concealer under eye look. So I've been going in very minimal just to cover the dark circles. Picking up the Derma Blend Professional Loose Setting Powder. With my Real Techniques sponge, I am going to set under my eyes and the rest of my face. Picking up the Tarte Amazonian Clay Bronzer in the shade Park Avenue Princess and my dual-ended Real Techniques brush, I am going to contour my nose. Let that set for a moment while I pick up the e.l.f. powder brush in the same bronzer and bronze the rest of my face. Now picking up the Maybelline Master Blush Palette, I am going to take the peach shade out of there and blush my cheeks. And taking the same palette, I'm going to pick up the highlighting shade with my finger, highlight down my nose, my cupid's bow, and the tops of my cheeks. Now picking up my Real Techniques sponge, I am going to blend in everything we just did. Now picking up my spoilie, I'm going to comb through my brows and get ready to draw them on. Drawing them on with my Maybelline Definer Brow Pencil in the shade Light Brown. And then setting them with the Cork shade from the Makeup Revolution Mattes palette. Combing through my brows once again with my spoilie just to make sure everything is blended, to make sure everything looks good. Picking up my e.l.f. flat definer brush and that 9C palette once again, I am going to take the shade Hidden Gem in the very center, which is a very dark sparkly purple shade, and I'm going to keep that tight and targeted in my lower lash line, only on the outer portion of my eye. Now taking that e.l.f. dual-ended brush and the shade Rich Girl, which is a more vibrant purple, I'm going to buff out what we just did. And now taking the clean blending end, I am just going to buff that out a little more and try not to stab myself in the eye in the process. Picking up the Makeup Revolution Mattes palette, I'm going to take that first shade that we used to set everything down before we started doing eyeshadow, the Creamy Vanilla shade, and highlight my inner corner and inner lower lash line, and also my brow bone. Taking the Smashbox Full Exposure Mascara, I am going to coat my lashes. One day my eyes are going to fall out while I'm doing this. Now taking the NYX Lingerie Liquid Lipstick in the shade Ruffle Trim, I am going to apply that to my lips. Starting off on the lower inner portion of the lip, defining the Cupid's bow, and filling in the rest. And finally, picking up the e.l.f. Matte Magic Makeup Setting Spray, I am going to set my face. And that is the finished look. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Please like, subscribe, and share. And if there's anything you would like to see, leave a comment down below. Thanks for watching. Bye!